Native Instruments introduces a striking new feature in AppSynth 5, the Mutator. This new option provides a totally new different approach to the production of new sounds. It allows you to select characteristics of the sound currently loaded and to mutate or shape them with influences from other sounds. Let's say, for example, you have found a nice preset in the AppSynth 5 library, and you would like to have some of its characteristics twisted towards those of the other sounds from the preset library. These other sounds are those displayed in the search list, so you will only need to narrow down the search list by selecting the desired attributes that define the character you would like to load into your previously loaded sound. The mutator options are divided into different amounts and specifications, so you can tune your sound according to the extent of the mutation you want to apply. Attribute a random amount over your new sound, repeat that same process as many times as you would like, adjust the global characteristics of the generated sound directly on the fine-tuning panel, and travel through your mutations via the mutation history. Let's focus for now on the sound mutation section on the browser window. In the top middle part of the mutation section, you can find two yellow sliders and two buttons. The mutation amount slider defines the extent of the mutation you want to apply over your loaded preset. Basically, the more mutation amount you apply over your loaded preset, the more it will be shaped into the sound sitting in the search result list. As for the random amount slider, it defines the amount of randomization applied to the parameters affected by the sound mutation. The more you raise your randomization amount slider, the more your new mutated sound will swerve from the path between the original sound and the one highlighted on the search result list. These buttons are action buttons instead of on or off switches. The Mutate button will apply the sound mutation. Whenever you press this button, a mutation will take place using the parameters you have set with these sliders. This will cause for a new sound to be created named after the original sound, but with an M for mutation followed by a number. The Retry button cancels the last sound mutation and applies a new mutation starting from the previous sound mutation. In this left part of the section, you have a mini patch view. This is simply a small representation of the patch modules, according to the ones active and displayed on the patch window. Deselecting any of these components will exclude them from the mutation process. As you can see, deselecting every component from the mini patch view will also disable the mutation process, as there are really no selected parameters to mutate. These parameters or module slots are organized in the exact same way as in the patch window. A, B, and C are the oscillators, 1 and 2 are the filters, wave shapers or modulators activated on each channel, and M1, M2, and FX are the master slots. The envelope and LFO buttons are also available, so you can select to include any of these aspects on your mutation process. Let's now review what we have learned so far. To test the sound mutation options, I'm going to pick our Grand Piano 1 preset from the library one more time. Now, let's try and bring it closer to an analog organ feeling by mutating its LFO parameters. As you can see, It has a more intense vibrato effect with its pitch oscillating with the new LFO settings. Its name has also been changed to Grand Piano 1 M1. This is perfectly clear in the Mutation History menu at the far right of the mutation options. This menu gives you access to all previous sound mutations you might have done since you started Absinthe 5. It also gives you access to a menu whenever you click over the name of the new sound created. Here you can save the new sound, select a different mutated sound, or clear the entire history list. This mutation history list is also accessible from the search drop-down menu at the top of the navigator in every other window, so you won't have to keep coming back to the browser window. There is also a mutate and retry button on the navigation bar, and also on the edit menu of each module slot on the patch window, so you can mutate each parameter individually. Therefore, although the mutator and its creations are directly integrated with the browser window, they can be triggered from anywhere in Absinthe 5. This is really an impressive and innovative new feature, as it offers you the possibility to mix different presets and sound parameters, even if you don't have that much experience working with sound synthesis. You can also tweak and fine-tune your new mutated sound with the fine-tuning controls at the bottom of the browser window. These options offer you a quick access to 8 of the most important characteristics of sound: volume, brightness, bass, resonance, distortion, effect, mod depth, and mod time. These options are not controllable by macro controls though, as they are really meant for you to quickly test your new achieved sound. In our next tutorial, I will be reviewing most of the features we have learned so far, teaching you how to build your own custom instrument and soundscape by combining the patch, envelope, effect, and LFO options. So stay tuned to learn more about Native Instruments Absinthe 5.